All right, this is Drewer. We're inside Cuarto Siete studio. Yes, it's just a bedroom in the condo, but um, we are gonna reorganize it again because, well, because I feel like it, and a little bit of reorganizing um, definitely draws some new inspiration, and hopefully, with this new setup that I'm gonna put in here, it's gonna inspire some new workflows and improve my workflow. So, as you can see right now, I have this old desk here. I think it's a Odyssey desk from uh, Sweetwater that my mom got me like 10 plus years ago, right? It served me well and it's super cool, but I built another desk actually recently for the Cuarto Siete radio show. I was doing a little live event in the backyard and I wanted to build a DJ table slash booth. But I was gonna use that in the garage and set up like the DJ setup over there. But the garage is not the place for that. It's you're at the will of mother nature out there, and it's hot, it's cold, it's just inconvenient. You don't want your electronics out there like getting messed up. Um, so I'm gonna bring that table that I built and I'm gonna bring it in here. I'm gonna replace this old desk that I have, which honestly is holding on by a thread, but somehow manages to hold all this stuff on it. But I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna put this Midas desk on top of that new desk. It's about 6 feet long, and it is it's pretty tall. I think it's gonna sit right under these speakers stands that I built also. So it's gonna about to look super DIY up in here, which everything I've done, everything you see in here is pretty much DIY, from the speaker stands to the panels, just kind of the way I have everything set up. It just making it happen with what I got, or put it in the work to build some stuff. I'm not a builder. I just try stuff and it looks all right, I think. But yeah, so that's what today's video is about. I'm gonna get started on this, and yeah, we'll see how it looks. Peace. All right, here we go. It's probably what I thought in my mind when I was starting this. It's gonna be a lot of breakdown, a lot of cables that I had to disconnect, but I decided to keep the cables connected to the mixer and then just disconnect everything from the audio interfaces or interface. And then that way I felt like it was going to be a little bit less confusing. I still ended up taking some pictures of the cabling on the back end of the mixer, but I should have done it the same on the back end of the audio interface. So I have a couple audio interfaces. This is my first one. There it is, the Scarlett 18920. Very great with mic freeze and everything. And then there's my Arturia audio fuse. All right, well, there it is. No more desk. Desk is right there. Right, broke that down. Shit pretty much broke on me as I was taking it apart. It just fell down. So that shows you what kind of condition this is in. The wood pieces are still good, but all the metal pieces and the hardware, some of it's stripped. I'm taking it apart and putting it back together so many times that it's jacked. The wood, probably savable, so maybe I'll like make some makeshift contraption out of that later. But the hardware pieces, all that stuff, trash. Maybe not the wheels. Maybe I can keep the wheels. Maybe I can keep all of it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep it for now. All right. So I got the damn thing in here. Struggle was real. I ended up having to screw the legs off of this thing because it didn't fit through the small hallway and into the door. I even had to hammer not this side but the other side off because I forgot I glued the legs on there. So uh, yeah, the legs don't look as good as they used to, but this thing's in here though, so I'm gonna be standing a lot more in here. This is more like at, you see here, it's like waist height right here. But the cool thing is I can be standing, actually have a cool workflow. I think I prefer to be standing now because sitting down for too long sucks. So yeah, I sit down all day at work. I don't want to sit down here in the studio. Maybe I drop a few pounds, you know what I mean? Standing up, mixing and making music should be cool. Should be a different workflow. Now I'm gonna get some of those instruments, get them up here, get this mixer, put it up here, hook everything back up. Probably gonna bring a couple things in from outside to some racks. So yeah, that's what it looks like right now in this stage of the process. So tune in, keep watching, I guess. Yeah. All right, so I got the desk in, and then it was time to start putting all the instruments back on there, this desk and everything, and rewire everything. It did take me a minute to get this part done because I had to think about like where I wanted everything, how was it gonna work like ergonomically. As you can see here, I was trying to put the desk on the side, but that didn't end up working out. So I'll take you guys to the next part of the video and I'll kind of explain what I did and why I did it. So here we go. All right, y'all. So I finished up. That was a mission. I think it's taking me about like 4 hours to get it all kind of somewhat put together here. I got a bunch of gear on one big ass desk. um, I feel like I'm gonna probably end up moving some stuff around still. But I really like how the mixer's sitting right in the middle and pushed back on the desk in between the speakers. I really like having the Hydrosynth right in front of me, grandmother right in front of me, the TR-08. I might move because I just don't use it as much, but I still want it on the desk somewhere, so we'll figure that out too. Um, turntable. Got a turntable on the desk now, so I can sample into the MPC here. I might end up using the MPC as a dedicated sequencer, which is, that's what an MPC does, man. Other than sampling and beat making and everything, it's a very powerful sampler. Right now, I'm just using it for drums mainly. I have drums going in. I have drums saved on a floppy disk on here, but I've been wanting to use it more to sample. So I got this old Vestex turntable up on the top, and I'm gonna connect that into the MPC some way somehow. I'll figure out how to do that. I think it's like a RCA to like a 1/4 inch, so we'll figure that out. Got my RD9 up here on top, so that's the Behringer emulation of the 909 from Roland. So my 909 up here. I couldn't find room on the desk, so I put it on a stand. Now it's kind of sitting in front of a speaker. Not what you want to do, especially if you're mixing. But primarily, I mean, I'm doing more producing, and then I still have my room correction software, the Arc Studio 4, which is some room correction hardware slash software. So I'll probably run another instance of that and get the room tuned or my speakers tuned again. That way, I can have a flat response and I get better mixes out of it, even though I have this crap sitting in front of my freaking speaker, right? I'll dial it in as best as I can, right? Um, yeah, and that's kind of it for now. Um, I'm gonna see if this works. I put my MIDI keyboard underneath here. Um, I have this other desk behind me in the back over here too that I feel like I could probably take the legs off and create some type of makeshift type of thingamajig down here. Maybe I can use it to make like a little rollout shelf thing to put my keyboard on. So I'm gonna have to, YouTube something and figure out how to make like a pull out drawer or pull out, yeah, like a pull out drawer where I could put my slide my MIDI keyboard in and out, right? So it's just not sitting down here and I can actually use it. Um, I'm probably gonna use this ASM Hydrasynth as a MIDI keyboard as well. That's why I put it right in the middle. I can connect it via USB, so that might end up taking the place of the MIDI keyboard until I find a solution for it. Because I'm gonna be standing most of the time, as you can see. Well, as you can see, it's a lot more ergonomic for me to be standing on here or up here on the desk and producing, and then I can reach up here for the mixer for my inputs. And yeah, so I think this is gonna be super fun. It's just like laid out super cool. I'm super glad that I made this big old freaking desk and or table, and now I'm repurposing it, and it's here now, living inside the studio. I still have a little bit of room from, the desk or the table to the turntables behind me. Um, I still have a couch in here. I have amps in here. And then my lady has her corner with stuff there too to make candles. But I might end up taking that out and then putting like a couch or something there. But then I would need to make some more um, panels, acoustic panels as well, which I still need to do anyways. So that'll be another adventure for another time, and maybe we'll do a little video on that too. But here it is. I didn't film everything that me bringing it in and out. Had to take the legs off of this bad boy to bring it in here, and then I had to screw them back in. So yeah, it was which I should have did in the first place. Trying to bring it through the hallway to bring it in here was kind of a struggle, especially doing it by myself. And there was no way I was gonna make this thing fit without taking the legs off. So I should have just did that from the start. So don't be lazy, guys. Do things right. Think it through before you start. I always have trouble with that. I just start doing stuff and then I figure it out as I go. But think it through, make a plan. Um, I think overall, it looks dope. Will it work? And will it improve my workflow and help me create better music? We shall see. I hope so. And I think so. So, this is Drewer inside of Cuarto Siete, aka Room 7. And peace out, y'all. Late.